People keep saying the damage to public education in Connecticut is complicated, that it's the result of many small decisions made over time by different people for different reasons. That explanation sounds reasonable. It's also wrong, because what's happening to public education is not random, it's not accidental, and it's not a mystery, it's a pattern. Here's how the cycle works. First, districts that serve the highest need students are underfunded year after year. Special education costs rise. English learner populations grow. Student trauma increases. Federal aid disappears. But state funding doesn't keep up. In places like Bridgeport and Hartford, the math simply stops working. And when the math doesn't work long enough, instability is guaranteed. Then the story changes. Underfunding is no longer the problem. Leadership is. Suddenly, districts aren't under-resourced, they're mismanaged. Boards aren't overwhelmed, they're dysfunctional. Once the problem is framed as local failure, the solution is no longer funding, it's control. So the state steps in, authority is reduced, local voices are sidelined, communities lose trust, but the funding problem stays. Intervention changes who holds power, not the financial reality that caused the crisis. This is where Bill 138 fits. It's described as a technical fix, a reasonable response to instability, but Bill 138 does not fix the funding system that created the crisis. It does not restore capacity to weakened districts. What it does is make it easier to bypass local governance after districts have already been destabilized. That's not coincidence. That's sequencing. Then come the alternatives. Charter schools and other options are presented as the answer to chaos the system itself created. Funding follows students out of district schools, but the costs stay. Districts are left weaker and then blamed again. We are told this is accidental. But coincidence doesn't hit the same communities over and over. It doesn't follow the same sequence every time, and it doesn't produce the same winners and losers. A system that repeatedly underfunds public schools, punishes them for the results, strips authority, and drains resources is not broken. It is doing what it has been allowed to do. If Connecticut truly wants strong public schools, the answer isn't more control after the damage is done. The answer is funding districts to succeed before they are pushed into crisis, until we name that truth. Public education will keep being destabilized in plain sight while we pretend no one meant for it to happen.